everyone who voted for Trump because they thought it was going to help the economy.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as usual, hunting down some clips today, come across this whole 420 thing. The liberals are panicking about something new now. They think Trump's going to be Trump's going to be invoking martial law soon. My gosh, we're not getting into that one tonight. That'll be for next video. In the meantime, let's see what today's insane liberals hold. Let's get into it.
I wholeheartedly believe that their ways means he has every intention of starting World War III, so then there's no elections and he stays in power. Hence, why he said that about Zelensky.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if 5 million people hated me so much they literally organized a protest about how much they hate me, I would probably myself or quit. But one of the two, because, like, it's just, like, embarrassing. Like, isn't that kind of, like, embarrassing? I don't know. It's embarrassing.
If someone gets mad at you for setting a healthy boundary, those are not your people, and you should avoid them. Those are vampires. Okay? Those are people that want to suck the life right out of you. For whatever reason, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to wonder why. But they're vampires. If someone gets mad at you for setting a healthy boundary, those are not your people. I don't even think they're people. I think they're vampires. Okay? Okay. Love you. Bye.
Real quick there, we just actually had a liberal explain to you liberals and telling you not to hang around with liberals. I just thought that was pretty cool.
With Trump supporters wanting to bring back manufacturing to America, do they not realize that manufacturing jobs tend to be really low-paying jobs? That combined with the Republicans not wanting to raise the minimum wage, what do you think is going to happen?
This is not normal. The corruption, the censorship, the cruelty, the propaganda. But I'm not the one who's lost it.
Dear MAGAs, are you happy now? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you were looking for? Is this the economy that you wanted to be a part of?
I'm a single stay-at-home mom. I am broke, but come get my nails done with me. And before you guys start saying shit, I am a single stay-at-home mom. I'm still living with the father of my kids because I don't have a job and I don't have a career and I don't have shit. So the least I can do is get my nails done to feel pretty. So let's go.
No, I can do this quick.
I just washed my hands and this is how the shape is looking. Now we just have to paint them.
Dragged out.
Are you guys ready to see my nails? Are you guys ready to see these bomb ass nails? Look at how fucking good they look, dude. It's very spring vibes. They look so fucking good. I feel like a new bitch. Like, you can't tell me shit anymore. What do you mean you don't have money? What do you mean you don't have money, huh? Like, excuse me? I need some fake titties so I could be like, bro, look how fucking bomb these look. My nail tech eats every fucking time.
Okay, so a quick recap on her. If you guys remember in the first video that I showcased her in, she's letting you know that in order to be with her, you have to make $130,000 a year. You have to have 2 side hustles. You have to have 3 cars. And one of them's got to have 8 seats to suit her 3 kids because whenever you bring her out, she's bringing her kids with her. And you have to have, I think it was at least 2 homes, but one of them's got to have at least 6 bedrooms. I guess 1 for her and you and 1 for each one of her kids. And I'm not sure what the other bedrooms are necessary for, maybe future kids. Maybe she wants to have more. And in the second time that we showcased her, she explained that she still has her baby daddy that's hitting her up on DMs wanting to get in bed with her, but it's not okay if you have been previously married and if you have children, unless your children are over 13. She wants none of your baggage, yet you have to deal with all of her baggage. And now in this video, she just explains to us that this baby daddy still lives with her. And she made it very clear that she's broke and she's unemployed. She sounds like a real catch, doesn't she, guys?
Hey Trump supporters, I have a question for you. If you happened to be born in a different country that was quite impoverished, and your family was very poor and unable to afford the means to move to a different country legally, what would you do in that scenario?
So every once in a while, my girlfriend will ask me, how exactly did you come from a slack-jawed yokel hometown that's filled with Neanderthals that think Trump is the second coming of Christ and still become who you are? And the answer is, I'm not a fucking loser. And don't get me wrong, I do the same shit as everybody else. I go to the gym, I go fishing, I like movies. And growing up, I did my fair share of shit farm work. I detasseled corn and I mowed a fuckload of hay. And yet somehow I came through it all with a sense of empathy that the rest of them fucking lack. I mean, seriously, we all grew up watching Star Wars and somehow they root for the fucking real-life equivalent of the Empire. It's ridiculous.
Y'all, I'm making my little sign for tomorrow, and how do I fit? I will never let a racist, rapist, ugly ass, big belly motherfucker, orange skin, toupee having ass, and his stupid little Iron Man wannabe slack jawed sidekick.
Hi, MAGA friend. I hope you're doing okay today. Just a quick reminder of something I know you know in your heart. Your news sources are lying to you, and MAGA is a cult. You are welcome to rejoin the rest of us in the real world anytime you want to come back. Be well.
We just witnessed a man who identifies as a grandmother invite us to join him in the real world. Interesting.
I'm at the post office and I just helped my son get his first adult passport so that he can come visit me wherever I may need to flee to. And I'm renewing my own as well since it expires this year, because if I don't get this immigration stuff done in time and it comes to where we need to flee, I need to be able to go somewhere that will take us. America, don't let this happen.
I just showed up at my capital, and the amount of people in West Virginia that I am pulling in this parking lot with has just brought me to tears. Old people, sorry, young people.
As a white person, if you are not constantly talking to your family and friends and basically shaming them into caring about the issues, you're not doing your fucking job as a white person. You're just not. Yesterday, I was successfully able to shame people into staying at the protest that we were at. And it works. You need to let white people know that they are the weakest link. They are the reason we are in the fascist country that we are in today. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say that to your fellow white people. You need to say it. You need to get comfortable talking about race, saying black, saying brown, talking about issues. You need to start getting comfortable, and you need to make sure that the white people in your life get more angry. And even if they're not angry, and even if they're sort of annoyed that you even mentioned it, shame them, make them stay, make them have the conversations.
You know, luckily for me, I've never met one of these white shaming liberals face to face, and it's probably a good thing for them because I would shame the hell out of them. They're an embarrassment to the white race. I don't look at any human as more worthy than the other. I don't look at it like we owe black people anything. Yes, there has been terrible things that have happened in the past between cultures. That's got nothing to do with us. That's a whole different generation. Majority, and it's, you know, the truth is, it's even unfair for me to say that majority of the black people that are complaining about this, because there's only a minor few of them. And the minor few of them that are complaining, you're too young, you haven't lived through any of this. I don't, myself, don't want to hear about any of this generational racism bullshit. You didn't live through it. You've heard stories about it. You may have had family members that even are still alive today that have heard, or that you've heard stories from about it, which is a terrible thing. I can proudly say that nobody in my family's ever been involved in any of that type of garbage. There's been no racism dished out from my family. I don't even really know anybody that's been an actual racist that's been in my life. If somebody like that was around, they would be out of my life real fast. But this chubby-ass white girl is a complete embarrassment to white people. And any of you, speaking to the white people out there, the apparent weakest links, the reasons for fascism, although none of you guys have an idea what the hell fascism is actually about, what it would actually be like to live under it. You guys should maybe look into it and research it a little bit more and see the past 4 or 5 years, if that had anything to do with what could be called fascism. This white girl, again, is a complete embarrassment, and us white people, sorry, we're not the weakest link. No human's worth more than the other, and this is getting a little bit ridiculous at this point. And truthfully, just, you liberal white women.
April 5th, 2025, just left my first rally in Grant County, Indiana. It was a really good time. We got way more honks than we got middle fingers, so that felt good. I was living for those honks, people. And I am just proud of all of us that came out on this rainy, cold day. And we fought through it. My poor sign disintegrated, but I'll make a better one next time. So, see you guys out there.
I 100% dare you to name one thing that you hope happens in 2025.
Fuck that orange bitch with no hairline and a fucked up two-pack. I can't stand his orange ass. That bitch don't know shit about shit. Don't come on my page telling me nothing about that orange bitch. I don't give a fuck about pumpkin.
No, you just prefer solitude because you're just like a solitary creature, right? You just like your alone time. You just prefer solitude. I prefer sanity. I prefer sanity. Which unfortunately means solitude for me. Because I can't even go outside anymore. Y'all are everywhere. I have to be alone. Y'all have forced me indoors.
It wasn't diversity, equity, or inclusion that ruined your 401k. And it wasn't trans people that ruined your 401k. It was voting for the person that every economist said would ruin your 401k that ruined your 401k.
Stupid motherfucker just done it again. Shut my EBT card off. You guys, I can't do this. You know, he's grasping. I wish I'd got a yogurt when I had it, you know. This is low life. This is low life. Okay? Government! You're right behind it all. And I'm on my way. I'm almost there. God is coming!
Y'all not gonna make me believe or feel any kind of sympathy for Austin Metcalf at all. He put his hands on that young man when he should have kept them hands to himself. When the young man told him, touch me and see, you bet not touch me, that meant that I don't want you in my space. I don't want you touching me. Rosa Parks days is over. You cannot think that you can move somebody out of a seat that you don't own and think that it's going to be okay. And you can't determine how I'm going to retaliate on you when you put your hands on me in an aggressive manner. Austin Metcalf got exactly what he deserved. Point blank, period. It's time out for feeling sorry for somebody's feelings or feeling emotional about somebody's feelings. Austin Metcalf should have kept his damn hands to himself. Point blank, period.
Well, right off the bat to this young lady, you're a terrible person. You really, really are. And I would question, is this because Carmelo's black? I know it sounds pretty ignorant coming directly from a white man who apparently, you know, I'm a conservative white guy. I should be racist as shit, right? But obviously, I'm not. But I do ask that question in all sincerity. Is this because Carmelo is black, why she's so angry about it, and Austin Metcalf got everything that he deserved? Because you guys take a look at this. I'm going to put this up on the screen for a sec. You guys can pause it and read it yourself, but this is the actual police report of the officer that showed up on the scene. Now, this poor Austin Metcalf, yes, he lost his life in this situation, and there was some instigation. If you look at the story here that was written by the police officer, you can understand how this kind of went down. This Carmelo individual was somewhere where he shouldn't have been, but it's not a big deal. But Austin Metcalf, you know, boys will be boys. Can you get up and go? You're not supposed to be here. Oh, put your hands on me and there's going to be a problem. Why did Carmelo even have a knife on school grounds? This individual sounds like he's a little bit unhinged and unstable. It sounded to me like he was ready to start a fight. And sorry to this young lady, he murdered somebody. He's going to get everything that he deserves. I'm right, this was in Indiana. This isn't Minnesota. This isn't like a deep blue state. Justice will be served. I see that this young man has raised almost $200,000 on a GoFundMe. Willing to bet that's from a lot of liberal white women that have sent him money. It's really incredible what has happened to society. So again, if this was 2 white boys that this happened to, and one white boy killed the other, would she have made this video? No. No. This is the victim card. They're going to try and pull the victim card here that the young black man is being persecuted because of his color. And that's not at all what's going on here. The young black man in question here, Carmelo, murdered a young man. Whether it be in anger or not, there's no excuse for it. Nobody can play God and decide to take away another individual's life. That's actually quite disturbing. And again, to this young lady, if this is really your position, you're mentally ill. And you have a lot of bad karma in your life. That's obvious. I don't even need to know a single thing that's gone wrong in your life. I can just tell because of your mentality that you've had a lot of unfortunate things happen to you. And unfortunately for you, until you start to dish out the proper karma, the unfortunate things are not going to stop happening to you. And just as you said that Austin Metcalf got exactly what he deserved, you will continue to get, and not in a threatening way, that's not what I mean. I don't mean any physical harm in this young lady whatsoever. I just mean bad luck, which I'm sure she's had plenty of. And she will continue to have that served in her direction, deservedly so. And this young Carmelo guy, it's unfortunate he's young, but he pretty much will just, screwed up his whole life with a bad decision. But justice needs to be served. All right, guys, that is it for tonight's video. Of course, I still do have one more clip for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel and you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
Some people in the government are speaking of wishing to reduce wasteful spending. And that is an understandable viewpoint, an admirable goal toward which to work. Except that some of the people in government are seeking to accomplish that goal by reducing funding to Social Security or to veterans benefits, or by eliminating the Department of Education, all of which are elements, programs that are beneficial to the people. Yet, at the same time, Congress recently approved of an additional $6 billion in military spending. Yes, and that level of hypocrisy is absolutely disgusting and most detestable indeed. At least that is how I see it. I cannot believe that the people in government can dare to speak of wishing to reduce wasteful spending when they are spending so much money on military. And of course, I also have heard about them spending money on police and prisons as well. That is not how I would accomplish a reduction of wasteful spending. If I were in the government, I would reduce the military and police to a shoestring budget and then spend all that additional money on education, housing, and healthcare, areas where we actually need to increase spending. So I am wondering how everyone else feels about this matter. I'm hoping that everyone else here is as disgusted with this hypocrisy as am I. Yes. So I would like to ask for your thoughts and input on this matter. How do you feel about the fact that some people can speak of wasteful spending when Congress just recently approved of $6 billion for additional military spending? Yes, I would be very interested to hear your feedback on this matter.